Hey everyone. There's a common through line with collectors that have come back to the hobby who were collecting in the 80s and 90s, and the idea of price guides. So, in my experience, Beckett was the price guide that I would always get, and it kind of made, even then, there was kind of an immediacy between the card and the value. I know a lot of people have cited that as being a phenomenon that didn't exist in vintage, when they were just collecting cards for the love of baseball, and they also probably didn't have any regard to take care of their cards often. And I've heard, and I totally get this, but somewhat disparagingly comparing vintage to nowadays and saying that nowadays it's all about the money. I do think that the idea of assigning a value probably happened in that period, in my formation period, with the price guides. Anyway, I'm getting onto a little tangent, but I think that a lot of us who got those price guides would agree that the value of the card was relevant to how you felt about it. I don't think, I wasn't selling any cards, but I was looking at them as like little stockpiles of like my future riches, which is, was young and misguided. But that was how I felt about it. Anyway, there's a connection here in this video. So I was looking at Michael Jordan baseball cards. I've been wanting one for a while, just to have one. It's not really high on my list, and I'm familiar with the 1991 Upper Deck short print. It was a short print, which is crazy because there's quite a lot of them. And I know that is I think that is the most iconic Michael Jordan card from 1991, and I think it's what a lot of people think of as the first baseball card of Michael Jordan's, and I'll show it. And now I'll talk about Sports Collector's Digest, which was a price guide as well that I wasn't very familiar with, but maybe some of you were. I was all about Beckett. So, Sports Collector's Digest would, inside of the magazine, would have cutout cards. I think two cutout cards per magazine. And in 1990, they had a cutout card of Michael Jordan depicted as a baseball player. In a 1957 Topps design. So this is a card that I picked up. I haven't really fully done my research, but I'm not aware of an earlier card depicting Michael Jordan as a baseball player. I really like this card. I think it's so cool. It says he's a Chicago Cubs guard. So it's depicting him as a baseball player. And if you look at the label, it's 1990, which is Sports Collector's Digest Baseball. And then what's interesting, and I think to me adds to this because it's kind of like the collector's mindset of the 80s, it is a price guide. It is a price guide of Michael Jordan rookie cards, or approximately his rookie cards. It has the star card, it has the Fleer card, and it has the Hoops card, and it has their prices. And their prices were the Star 8045 Mint was $275. The Fleer was 286.87 was $275, and the 8990 Hoops was $3.50. I don't know what they are now, but I assume they're significantly higher. But anyway, so this is a graded card that, and I'll show a picture of how these cards would look inserted into the magazine. One of the I think compelling differences between this card and the 1991 Upper Deck to me is print. I don't know if print run. Print run's probably not the right way to say it, because this is a cutout card from the 1980s, 1990s era. It's 1990 baseball card or basketball card. I think that's maybe debatable. The Upper Deck, 1991 Upper Deck, Michael Jordan had 17,513 copies graded. The 1990 SCD, Sports Collectors Digest card here, had 268 graded. Of those, this is a 9, only 22 are 10s, 87 are 9s. And when you look at the Upper Deck, 6,692 are 9s, 2,066 are 10s. So I think of this as, one, it aligns with the whole price guide experience of a collector of that era, and that is appealing to me. It's an earlier card. It is what is sort of like a heritage card, or it's a flashback card of 1957 Topps design, which I think is awesome. I think it's really cool. So that's appealing to me. And of course, the pop count is way, way, way lower. All right, so now I'm going to give you a little summary about Michael Jordan, for those of you who aren't familiar with him. Michael Jordan was a moderately good basketball player who got into baseball and just shined, but never had his moment in the sun to play in the actual major leagues. So it's a lesser known story. No, we all know Michael Jordan is a GOAT. He is, whether or not he's the GOAT, I think he's probably the consensus vote for the GOAT, but there's varying opinions. I don't even know what basketball is. I only understand the concept of the sport of baseball. I think basketball has a ball, it has a hoop, there's a foul line, and some people dribble. And apparently you're not allowed to walk, which I don't understand. I don't understand about the not walking thing. Seems necessary. I mean, you jogging, yes, jogging, but you can't walk. Come on, guys. Can't foul someone for walking unless you're jaywalking. But even that has been decriminalized in Los Angeles. All right, I think I got on a tangent. Anyway, let me know if you know of this card, or if Sports Collectors Digest was a thing for you. Or if you even remember the card inserts on the thing. Yeah, let me know what you think. And watch this video at least 5 times, because it's good for the algorithm. Dougie K. That's Dougie K told me to say that. It's good for the algorithm. We want the algorithm to pick that up. This is Dougie K. Dougie K does this. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching and having patience with me. Until next time,